please? I begged my dad, as I really wanted to go to this new video game store. He eventually gave in and said yes, and he drove me down to the video game store as my sister and my mom were doing something else. I was in my teens, and I was, wanted to go with my friends, but my dad said that I could go on the weekends. There was a 7-Eleven nearby, so when my friends came, I knew where we were going to go right after. Anyways, we went to the place, and it was really fun. There were a ton of new video games that I was just waiting to get the high score on. If you know me, you know I love to get the high scores on all of the video games that I play. And so I went and got the high score on each and every one of them. The next day, me and my friends went to this arcade place / pizza place, and we were having a great time. We got slushies from 7-Eleven. We practically spent all of our money, and it was a blast. Then my friend Max told me that he had some leftover money that he was going to use for snacks and stuff, but said that we could all evenly split it to play some extra games. It was right around closing time, so we all said, no, it's okay, we'll come here tomorrow. Then my friend Dimitri said an idea that would change my life forever. He said that we could just stay over. I said, what do you mean? And what he meant was we were going to stay in here for 12 more hours, which, from my point of view, sounded amazing. We all quickly agreed to what we were about to do and decided that we would try to find hiding spots. Under one of the guest tables, we found the best hiding spot ever. Literally nobody could find us. And then it was closing time. There, strangely, wasn't an employee that stayed afterwards, but whatever, we didn't care. We ran to those games and plugged them back in and started playing them. But it was kind of boring for me. I had already gotten every single high score on every game. What was there more to do? Until I looked on the high scores for a game called Burgertime that I didn't exactly do my best on, but since it just recently opened, nobody beat me. But when I looked back, somebody did. I was determined to beat this game. So I started playing and wasn't anywhere close to the highest score, but I kept playing and playing and playing and playing until we heard pots and pans being knocked over in the kitchen. And then, strangely, we saw a short little chef guy run out of the kitchen. I immediately recognized him as the main character from the Burgertime game, but why was he here? We were all really freaked out. Or me and Max, because we were the only ones in that part of the room. Our other friends were in the other side of the building. He ran at us and was telling us something in some sort of unknown language, almost like a sort of pig Latin. I didn't know what he was saying, but I was really scared. He was shaking me and telling me all this stuff in a language that I didn't understand. And then I noticed something from the back. It was Mr. Pickle, the boss of the game. "Get away!" he shouted as Mr. Pickle ran at us. I quickly ducked, but then looked up at the strange chef. His eyes were now black. "You always were so good at luring people to think you're on their side," said the Mr. Pickle thing. I gasped. I thought he was trying to help us, but it was clear that his motives were rather sinister from the beginning. That's when he took me and grabbed me up by the throat. Then his peculiar language became clear. He was saying 2 words. Time's up. Time's up. Time's up. Time's up.